Uncle Swinney back with Belle Automata. Let's get back into the story.
I wonder who that could be.
Nobody make a remix out of her stuttering. That would just be mean.
Good morning, Aureve.
Good morning, Dr. Champion.
Oh, I see. This is what you were speaking of, Victor? No wonder you were worried.
I wouldn't go as far as to say that. I am not one who emotes well. You know that.
True, but sometimes you...
Diagnostic first, arguing later. Where are you going?
I have taken it upon myself to personally monitor and manage the health of.
And he says he's not worried about you.
I will not be shut out. It is very important that I...
You know, I don't mind if he comes in.
I take doctor-patient confidentiality very seriously. Now, first things first. Please call me Klaus, when you can speak again, of course. Second things second, I'll need you to lie back as I remove your neck attachment joint. I'm removing the head unit from the neck joint. It'll feel a little strange. That's what I like about classic androids. So much easier to fix. Sorry, I know it's boring of me to just talk procedure, but if you can't speak, I feel you may as well hear me for a little bit. I hope you've been enjoying living here. I know Victor is not the most warm of compatriots, but he is well-intentioned.
I made turkey bacon today. Thank goodness it is recording.
I've never seen him show such concern for someone else. That's certainly an interesting twist of personality. Oh, that makes you happy, does it? It's quite a feat, I must say. Well, I suppose I'm rooting for you both, in whatever way that turns out.
Something that'd be fairly handy in a visual novel game. An autosave. Yeah, but that was kind of adorable, calling you a strawberry.
My. That's an interesting range of emotion on your face there. My assessment of your throat is over, but I'm afraid... Well, let me put you back together before I give you the news.
Just remember where the head goes. Nobody
What
likes
seems
having
to be the problem then, Doctor?
You have a stutter, but more to the
Unfortunately,
point,
there isn't one.
nobody
It
likes...
seems that your throat is 100% operational, at least from a physical standpoint.
having
Nothing,
their head
well, nothing appears to be physically wrong with you.
in the wrong place.
Now, I know you must be thinking, clearly there's something wrong with me. I mean, my throat is definitely malfunctioning, and with that, I agree. I'm just afraid that the problem is here. Rather than in here.
Yeah, it's always a headache for the head
So,
problems.
you're saying...
It
Going
may be
nuts.
psychosomatic, a mental block of some kind that is affecting you physically because you're going through something mentally.
I see.
Is there something bothering you lately?
Well,
Aureve and Victor kissing in a tree. K-I-S-S,
I had a strange dream recently. A nightmare, if I'm honest.
A nightmare?
Yes,
Yes.
it's a bad dream.
I was in sleep mode, and images appeared, only they weren't real. They felt real, but I knew they weren't because, well, for one thing, the things that happened felt impossible, and for another, I opened my eyes.
I see.
And no, I did not have to give an oral report in front of the class while naked. I only ever made that mistake the one time.
What happened in this nightmare?
What do you know about my life before I came here, Klaus?
Very little, though I am certainly curious to know.
Before I came here, the man who taught me everything I knew about creating, the closest thing I had to a father, he died. Lenthus was his name.
I'm sorry to hear that, Aureve.
L-E-N-T-H-E-S, L-E-N-T-H-E-S, and Lethus was his name.
Did you dream of your father then?
He was disappointed in me. He taught me everything. And I can't help but feel that by learning music, that I'm turning my back on him.
I can understand. After all, we never want to disappoint the ones we look up to, isn't that right?
Tell me, Doctor, do you think my father would have been disappointed in me for choosing music over crafting? Lately, I find myself more prone to humming than dreaming up quilts.
In truth, that is not an answer I can give you.
I randomly break out into song myself.
Of course not. I just don't know what to do to reconcile these two sides of myself. This new side of me that loves music, and the side of me that has always been my purpose.
I suppose all I can do is ask you this. At the end of the day, whose opinion is truly the one that matters?
I know I should say mine, but
But
it doesn't feel that way. Instead, it feels more like if I don't start weaving soon, I'm turning my back on Lenthus's legacy, and I don't know. That makes me feel like a terrible person. I promised to start projects when I first got here that I haven't thought about since, and that makes me feel even worse.
one thing you'll come to learn is that people are rarely terrible. Selfish, perhaps, or even self-centered. But wanting to follow a dream and committing yourself to completing tasks that need to be done, such as cleaning, hardly qualifies you as terrible either. Do you want my advice? Truly?
I do.
As a rogue, you are on the cusp of a brand new world. Your master has established who he was. Maybe it's time for you to do the same.
Incidentally, what is the history of this planet that isn't Earth?
For yourself.
But what does that mean, Doctor?
It means you should form your own relationships, find your own likes and dislikes, and figure out the rest on your own, like other rogues and humans do. Now then, I ought to retrieve my things and get out of your hair.
It's easy to get lost in that hair. It's so big.
Aureve? Are you alright? I heard you had a diagnostic with Klaus this morning, and I was worried, so
I'm still here, Mr. Price.
You're not alone?
I'm never alone.
I'm not. No.
Oh. Are you okay, though?
I'm fine, Q. Just, getting some life advice.
Excellent advice, I might add. Your voice sounds all cleared up. Call me a miracle worker, I suppose.
Voice?
I was, I guess, having problems with my vocal synthesizer.
Oh. I see. I'm glad you're all patched up.
Yep, I'm as right as rain. Or I will be. But, since we're all here, if you haven't, you should talk to Klaus about your little listening problem.
Listening problem?
Eavesdropping.
Are you still observing the world around you instead of engaging with it as I instructed? Perhaps I should let Victor know after all.
No! I'll work on it. I promise. Just let me do it at my own pace, and I promise I'll get my act together. I promise.
Why don't you listen in on me the next time I'm working on something? We can chat a little, and maybe I can introduce you to someone in the house.
That sounds
Terrifying.
excellent.
We'll work out the details
Both.
later. For now, I'll just be going.
Excellent.
Bye for now, Q. And thank you, Klaus. I'll think about what you said.
Good day to you, Aureve. May your self-discovery go well and your personal relationships blossom.
And may you never forget to take pancakes out of your shoes. Yes, I don't think you're near any major settlements. And he called you old.
Aureve, it's a pleasure to see you out here. What brings you over?
Young man, I've
Nothing.
come
Sorry, would I be
to
disturbing
give
you? Because
such
I'll
a
go if so.
tongue lashing for
You're
calling
fine.
me old.
Did I do something wrong? Well, no. That's not what I want to ask. Aureve, you're frowning at me. Do you have something to say?
I do, yes. I want you to hug me.
Hug
What? With pleasure, but if I may ask, why?
Well,
Kind of an
Victor said that I was huggable.
ask.
I want to know what that means.
Instead of asking him?
I suppose I could, but the problem is that I've never hugged another person, much less another rogue. I feel like if I try to be hugged by another rogue instead of hugging them myself, then I'll understand better what it means to be huggable.
I see. I may have forgotten many things, but I haven't forgotten how to hug.
It would be very embarrassing if you did. I don't hug all that often, and even I know how. Probably in yours. Or
Oh.
his. And then backwards. And cue annoyed butler.
Pardon my interruption.
It's not what it looks like?
Were you not in an embrace with Diego?
There was
Yes,
hugging.
but
Then it is exactly what it looked like. And even so, it is none of my business. I am simply here to let you know, Diego, that the package you've been waiting for has arrived.
Novelty salt and pepper shakers?
Oh, excuse me, Aureve. I've been waiting for this for a while.
Victor, wait!
Yes?
I can explain.
All right. Explain.
I wanted to know what you meant by huggable, so I asked Diego for a hug.
All right. You have explained yourself. Do you feel better?
Victor, aren't you bothered at all?
Not particularly, no. It is none of my business who you choose to embrace.
Hug me.
Yes, it is.
Darn it.
No, it is not. I don't think I should particularly care who you choose to embrace. But it would seem you are out of luck then.
But what if I want you to? But what if I want...
But it would seem you are out of luck then.
But what if I want you to?
The dialogue doesn't move forward. That was a little odd.
Oh.
Besides, I wouldn't waste my time thinking of such things. Not at all.
You Yuri Purgy Pooper. Every party needs a pooper. That's why you're here, party pooper. I never tell if someone's teasing.
Seeing Diego and I hug bothered you, didn't it, Victor?
Literally.
Ha! You are quite the interesting android, aren't you?
I try to be.
If you have time to come up with such interesting theories, you have time to clean. A punishment you want, a punishment you will get.
Wait a minute here.
Wait, what? A punishment that I want?
Do you not wish for me to be jealous?
What you said makes very
Well,
little sense.
Then so it will be. You can think about how jealous I feel as you scrub my reflection into the countertops while I graciously mop the floor for you.
Hooray! We treated chillers.
So much for being teased.
Sewing. You said that.
At least it's something I enjoy this time.
You are the Energizer Bunny of sewing.
Is this you now, Aureve? A masochist in the end?
Masochist? Really?
Don't worry, it's not a deliberate masochism.
Thank you.
Hello? I was listening for you.
So there are Eves around here.
Me? Why?
I don't know. It's rare to see you alone, so I just thought maybe you like company?
Oh, I see. Actually, I wouldn't mind it, no. It's a good distraction from my thoughts, I think.
Oh? I know it won't get your mind off of things. The opposite, in fact. But maybe I can help? Is it about Victor?
It is, yes. I'd ask how you know, but I have a feeling you've been listening in on us anyway.
Guilty.
Well, that was forced.
Then you know what I'm about to ask, don't you?
Sorry, no. I'm not a mind reader.
What does Victor think of me? Don't answer that. That's not the real question anyway. I hugged Diego and Victor saw. It might sound simple, but I can't help but wonder. Was Victor jealous?
Yep.
And why did I want him to be so badly?
What is
A
love?
malfunction of some sort?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Aureve,
Don't hurt me.
if I may say something.
No more.
Go ahead. I'm just rambling at this point.
You ain't hurt
Have you
nothing yet,
considered that
sister.
you're, you know, attracted to Victor? You know, like,
I know what attracted means. Am I attracted to Victor?
She actually knows how
Well.
magnets work.
Why? Why would I be attracted to Victor? All he does is make me work and...
Tells you
helps.
fruit.
I don't think attraction is one of those things that always makes sense.
Yeah, we're not good at quantifying the really important
Maybe I should talk to
things.
Klaus again. It's been a little while.
While I can readily admit that I'm not equipped for this exactly, I do have something to say.
Go for it.
If you have questions about Victor, maybe you should talk to him.
In theory, that sounds fine, but
What is it?
Victor is never direct about anything. I asked him straight up if he was jealous, and not only did he say no, but he made me clean for 3 hours.
Yes.
Ah, I missed that conversation, it seems.
Oh, thank goodness you're not omnipotent.
Victor's not really emotional, so I don't think getting emotional answers out of him is really likely.
What does that mean?
Maybe he doesn't feel jealousy in the way that you do. Or in the way that you would want him to. That doesn't mean he doesn't have feelings for you. Wow. This is weird.
Yes, you're giving relationship advice to a robot. That is pretty weird.
What is?
I was, I've known Victor since I was little, and practically raised by him even. So talking about him like this kind of makes me feel a little strange.
Ah, I see.
My version's funnier.
Anyway, I'm still team talk to Victor.
What about Team Jacob?
What? Is he really so awful?
Not awful, but I'm more comfortable with the guy who calls himself the Nightmare Prince than I am with talking to Victor about, well, feelings.
Maybe you're just scared because you want him to like you.
Maybe.
I would hope so. Love is a many splendid thing. And
All right,
I wish,
that does it.
I wish I knew who said
What?
that.
I'll talk to him. Or I would talk to him if he was anywhere to be found. What are you laughing at?
I'm just amazed that you're spending this much time stressing about King Grump when you could be relaxing with my melodies.
I want to understand where we stand. I want to understand him.
Stranger things have happened.
Zephyr!
Hey, be supported of your quote-unquote fangirl. Fan base.
It's been 3 days since I swore to Q I would talk to Victor, and I haven't managed to say a thing.
Q? Who's Q?
That guy.
Did I not mention that I've been talking to the Nightmare Prince? Because, yeah, that's totally been happening.
And we're out of time. This has been Uncle Swinney with Belle Automata. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Click the little bell notification icon. Check out my Patreon for ad-free early access video content, and I'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye.